Okay, everybody, this is Craig. Welcome back to episode 2, where I'll be working or showing you how I'm going to lose the weight on the diet side. Um, First, I'd like to show you, this is the back end of my WordPress website that I'm building now. I'm going to show you that in each of the YouTube videos, I will have a link back to the website where you can come back and all the um, transcripts of the videos and my explanations will be included on the website where you can get more information. Again, I'm not selling anything, and this is all being built to share my experience and document my journey into biking and fitness and losing 50 plus pounds of weight by bicycling and dieting. And so as you come to the website, which is bikingforlife.com, biking the number 4 then life.com, you'll see where it shows my story, which will be the 3 introductions. The first one I did, which shows who I am. The second one, which will be this one, episode 2, which shows the diet that I'm going on, and the third one will be my gear. And so it'll be my story, my diet, my gear. So you can always keep up with those 3 things under these 3 tabs. And as I said in the episode 1, I'm going to show my progress. I'm going to show everything I do, and the good and the bad. I'm going to be completely transparent because I know I'll succeed in some things and I'll fail in some things, and we're going to discuss it all here under my progress. It'll show a daily list of things that I ate. It'll have videos of stuff I think that you would like to eat and what I eat, and it's going to show how many steps I took, how far I biked. I'm going to use 3 apps that will document my biking course and how many calories it estimates that I burned, and it's going to show my weight loss. It'll show everything that there is to show you. It'll show you if I lost half a pound, I'm going to show you I lost half a pound. If I gained half a pound, reluctantly I'll show you that I gained half a pound. And I'll be able to go back, and you'll be able to go back and look at the day before and see what I might have done wrong. This is where the journaling will come into good use, because I'll be able to look and you'll be able to look and we'll be able to discuss how it went wrong. If there's something that went wrong, I'm going to make a video of it, and so we can all see that this is what I did wrong. I substituted something for something else, and it negated the weight loss for the day, or however it's going to work. And I will be weighing once a week, and showing that, but I'll be showing the rest of it. I don't like to weigh every day because it just doesn't work. One day you may use the restroom more than another day, and so it shows that you lost more for one day and then didn't lose anything the next. So I think a weekly weighing will be the best thing, but if y'all would like to see daily stats, it wouldn't be a problem to put it on there. It's just I think once a week is the right way to go. But if you want to see something more, then just let me know. And so again, Biking for Life is a website. It'll change drastically from what it looks like now, but it's in the works. So again, episode 1's my story. Episode 2 is my diet. Episode 3 will be my gear. But each one will change. It'll be a living diary, basically, of what I'm doing, a living journal of what I'm doing on each one. If I change backs, I'm going to let you know. If I change parts of the diet, I'm going to let you know. So from here, you'll be able to see everything that we need to see. And the videos will all be included with links, or the write-ups about the video will be included, and you can click the link to watch the video. So this can be your home base if you'd like it to be. And whenever you log in initially, or not log in, but when you come to it, it's going to ask you to sign up to get a weekly reminder about what's going on. I would appreciate if you signed up for that. That's the only thing you'll ever receive from me is the weekly updates. I'm not going to spam anybody because I'm not selling anything. I just like to have the support, and so if you'd like to sign up and get it, then I'd appreciate it. If not, then you can just bookmark it or come back to it whenever you feel like it. So from here, I'm going to move to the diet. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. It's the diet I'll be using is the Starch Solution Diet by Dr. McDougall. I've already been on it for 3 months. I've lost 26 pounds in 3 months, but to be honest, the first 2 months I lost 20 to 25 pounds. I'll have to look that up, but the last month I haven't lost anything. I haven't gained anything. I haven't lost anything. And that's whenever I knew that I wasn't getting enough exercise to help promote the weight loss. It come to a standstill, and I think that's what a lot of people, that's the wall a lot of us hit, is that we diet, we lose a lot initially, and then it stops. And so I'm going to go through a little bit of metrics. I'd like to say again that I'm no doctor, I'm no nutritionalist. The only knowledge I have is I'm a Google doctor, is I look it all up and I study on Google. I have no formal training. I'm out of weight. I'm 50 pounds overweight. I know what to do. I just haven't been doing it. So please consult your physicians if you feel the need to, and don't trust what I say as the gospel in the medical industry, because I don't know. I'm just going to show you. All I'm doing here is going to outline what I'm going to do, and if it works, then it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to adjust and hit it again. But whenever you go to your doctor, or when I went to mine, I went to several, all they told me was to take in more, or to burn more calories than you take in on a daily basis. They said eat vegetables, eat watch your red meats and stuff like that. And so they don't know a lot about nutrition. They just know how to fix an illness, or to treat an illness. They don't know how to prevent it. That's my experience with them anyway. And so I did a lot of diets in my life, and this is the one that I think, or I know that I can stay on because I've been doing it for 3 months. And so it's a Dr. McDougall's diet. It's the Starch Solution. There's a book, and he has a book, and you feel free. I'll leave a link below if you'd like to go buy it. It is a referral link, and if you buy it through my link, then I get a few pennies. If you don't, then that's okay too. But to help you find it, I'm going to put it out there. I highly suggest the paperback version versus the ebook style, because you'll want to highlight, and you want to earmark dog ear pages that you'll use. But if you don't want to buy it, then you can get most all the information from right here off his site, which is drmcdougall.com, as you see it up here in the top. And so it's basically a vegan diet, and I'm not going to treat it exactly. I'm going to make some changes that fits my lifestyle and my needs. I cannot go without some perks, some indulgences, put it that way. Um, I'm not going to eat cake. I'm not going to eat anything like that. I'm not a sweet eater anyway. I put on this 50 to 75 pounds by eating cheeseburgers and fast food. I didn't put it on by eating um, ice cream and cake and pies and all that stuff. I eat meat and I eat cheese, and that's what put it on. And I ate a lot of it. And of course, I ate a lot of fried foods. So this cuts it out, and I had no problem switching to it. I actually enjoy it. Uh, I have I make a lot of concoctions just from what I have in the house. Then I have no problems eating it. Sometimes I got to smother it with ketchup, and sometimes I don't. But I have no problems eating any of this stuff. It doesn't taste like, wheat bread doesn't taste like white bread to me. And but after a while, you get used to it. And so basically, the meats that you'll be eating, there is no meats. Um, what you'll be eating is um, oats, brown rice, and 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 that's what I eat the most. Corn, of course. You can eat these whole grains right here, and they say in the program that all this stuff is unlimited in certain categories. Certain categories you have to watch. They want you to eat your meat as starches, which is the potatoes and the rice. Mainly, that's what you base that's your meat. That's your main portion, and then you put around it your vegetables. Instead of having a steak or a smothered steak or piece of chicken or something like that, you eat potatoes and rice, and that's your or that's my. You don't have to do this. This is what I'm doing. That's my meat. Okay, it's potatoes and rice, and um, you can have all this different stuff on here. But what I have found is I can easily eat my calories up in just potatoes and rice. And as the book says, if you're going for weight loss, you want less potatoes and rice, less starches, and more vegetables. And so that's what I do. I eat a lot more vegetables than I do the starches. But I do eat that. That is my main part of my meal. And so if you look at this, you can have unrefined flours, which is basically whole wheats, and that's good, but it's still got a high calorie content, and you need to watch, or I had to watch my calories. I still count my calories, and it's not that hard to do because you're not eating 30 times a day, and there's apps for that, and I'm going to show you what I use. But you can still eat pastas and noodles, but you got to count the calories. I can't explain or can't stress that enough, is that the calories are what's very important. But you get down to the vegetables here and beans and stuff. I load up on it. That's what I really, really get after. So, for example, I'll take potatoes and I use an air fryer and a instant pot, which is a pressure cooker, to cook my potatoes and cook my rice. And so I cook a lot of it at one time, and for days worth. I'll make a pot of rice and a pot of potatoes, and I put them in the refrigerator. And so I scoop some out, I grab some potatoes, and then I make some vegetables, and that's what I eat. But I do it in pretty creative ways. And you can just think about it. You take your potatoes, you take your rice, and you take your bell pepper and squash and all that stuff. What do you got? You got stir fry, okay, without the meat. And so I make stir fry a lot. I eat straight up beans, regular old red beans and rice and pinto beans. I can eat that no problem. I'll make a pot and I'll eat it for 2 days. I'm beyond trying to get flavor or to get enjoyment from my meals. I'm trying to eat to survive and for nourishment and trying to lose weight. But what I have done, as you see, there's no meat in any of this. There's no meat allowed. I personally eat two things that's not on the list. One of them's allowed, one of them's not. But one of them is um, it's a brand of meat substitute. It's made from black beans, like black bean um, uh, patties, meat patties, hamburgers, and I throw a couple of those patties into the air fryer, and in 10 minutes I got a burger and I eat it and I'm gone. And so I don't put any cheese. I don't eat any. I don't drink any milk. I don't have any dairy, and I don't have um, any kind of meats except for I eat shrimp and I eat fish. And so we've always known that is healthy. And if I'm going to have to cheat with something off this plan, then I'm going to cheat with shrimp and I'm going to cheat with fish because they're both pretty healthy. And a lot of the omega oils are essential and stuff like that. So I don't eat a lot. I'll take in my stir fry, for example, I'll put 5 or 6 medium sized raw shrimp, cook them up, and I'll have shrimp stir fry. Um, I'll make a shrimp sandwich. I'll make um, just rice and shrimp, any kind of shrimp I love. I'll make shrimp tacos. I'll make fish tacos. Um, so we're using corn tortillas. It's allowed. And again, on everything, you just count your calories. They say you don't have to. I highly suggest you do. And that way you know where you're at, how many, what nutrients you're getting, how many calories you're getting. And so there's no question on whether you're doing it right. So Dr. McDougall's diet plan, the starch solution, is what I'm doing. Plus, I stand firmly to it, except for I add some shrimp and some fish to it. The last 2 days, I hadn't got any shrimp or fish, and I hadn't had any. So it's not like I pour it on. I just add it to it because shrimp is my favorite food, fish is my favorite food, and they're semi-healthy, so they're a lot better than eating the red meat and steak and hamburgers, regular grilled hamburgers, ground meat hamburgers. It's just terrible for you. And but I can still get my protein and stuff through all my vegetables, and of course from the shrimp and fish. So just know, as you see everything, that is the part that I'm not doing correctly. But I'm counting the calories on everything. If it ends up I still don't lose any weight, it's maybe I'll wean those out and find out if that's the culprit for some reason. Another thing is, over all this time, I have not stopped. I slowed down, but I have not stopped drinking diet drinks. I drink Diet Cokes. If you put them in the refrigerator and I had an endless supply, I promise you I would drink 8 to 10 a day. Well, I drink 1 to 2 a day, tops, sometimes none, but I will leave the house just to go get a Diet Coke, but I don't keep any here because I know I'll drink them all. So the next as I start this program November 1st, in 2 days or a day now, I will not be drinking any diet drinks or sweetening with saccharin or sweeten low or anything like that. So how will I lose the weight? I'm going to be doing that diet. Now, this is a very small portion of, or a very small sample of my life. It's just a piece of a day. I'll show you the next, but I got a Garmin, let me see, a Garmin Forerunner 35 fitness watch, and I got it yesterday, and it was in the afternoon, so I only show having 573 steps. That's, you would think, well, you only have 573 steps in a day. Well, I don't have very many steps in a day because I sit here in front of the computer all the time. That's the reason I'm going to start bicycling. That's the reason I'm going to use this mountain bike, and I'm going to hit it hard, or hard for me, and I'm going to make a new lifestyle of bicycling for 5 days a week minimum, and hopefully for a lot longer on the weekends. But as you see, it figures with my weight and my age, it figures that I burned 2,983 calories yesterday. Okay, so that's 3,000 calories. And that's an estimate for the whole day, even though it wasn't the whole day. Today, which it is now 10 p.m., today I've only walked 1,551 steps. And so that is terrible. I mean, you know it, I know it, we all know it. And so let me refresh this on my phone where it'll get the latest numbers. And let's see if they went up at all. The steps won't, because I've been sitting here. But it's going. Well, they did go up a little bit. I guess I did something. But let's see. Let's see if it updates on the computer. Bear with my slow internet. Okay, 1,796 steps. I remember I took the trash out and stuff now. 2,200 calories. By the time it's about 100 calories an hour is what it works out to for me. 2,400 calories. And so basically 2,200 calories, 2,300, 2,400. Okay, so I will burn about 2,400 calories in a day. So what that means is to lose, which my goal is to lose a third a pound a day, which is 10 pounds a month, I will have to take off 1,200 calories off this. Okay, and so we'll get a better sample, or I'll have a better sample after a couple more days of exactly how many calories I burn a day just breathing and just on my normal day. But if it stays at 2,200, I'll have to take 1,200 off there, which is a third of a pound, and I can only eat 1,000 calories, which that's doable, but it's not that's not great for me. I'm good around 1,500 calories. I can eat as much as I like to eat of what I'm eating on this diet at about 1,500 calories. So what that means is I have got to increase my calories, my calorie burns by 500, and which means I've got to go on a bike ride that will burn 500 calories plus stuff I do during the day extra, walking, working around the house, stuff like that. And so every day it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to know that I've got to take off 1,200 calories off whatever my total is going to be for the day to lose the weight. So if my total is 2,000, I can only eat 800 calories, and if I want to eat more than that, I've got to exercise. So my workout, I plan on my 1 hour being about 500 calories. I will see more November 1st whenever I do it for the first time. And it will increase from there because I'll get in better shape, be able to go longer. But I know for a fact, there's 2,200 calories. If I eat 2,200 calories today, I won't lose anything. So to lose a third of a pound, I've got to take 1,200 calories off, which means I can only eat 1,000 calories plus whatever I burn off exercising. So if I want to eat 1,500 calories for the day, I'm going to have to exercise for 500 calories. That's a lot of exercising, but my exercise will count more at the beginning because I'm bigger and there's more stress and I've got more to lose. As it goes down, as my weight goes down, so will my calorie burns because I'll be more fit of a person, and so I won't burn as much. But that is why I highly suggest using the apps and the tools that you have, the fitness watch, because it's just a guesstimate. If I take off the 1,200 and I eat 1,000 calories and I don't lose a third of a pound without exercising, then I know something's off. And the only thing that can be off is the estimate that Garmin is giving me through their fitness watch site. And so it's been very user friendly looking at it. It shows my sleep. I slept from 1:14 a.m. to 6:58 a.m. 7 o'clock this morning. It was a little early. It was right around there, 7 o'clock. And then it doesn't show, this bar is asleep. It shows Z's, when you're sleeping. Well, it doesn't show my nap I had today, which was from a 5:08 to 6:30, 6:40. It's about 6:40. So an hour and 40-minute nap that I had. It didn't show that because this is the time I program in that I'm usually asleep, so it picks up on whenever you're usually asleep. I didn't put in there that I took a nap, but you can see from my heart rate. This is the heart rate that I was sleeping. I was at rest. So this site does a really good job. The app is really amazing, and so as we get into the next section with the gear that I use, all this will be explained in great detail. But I wanted to let you know what I was using to the diet I was going to be on, how I was going to change it up to fit me a little bit more, which is adding shrimp and fish. It shows you on this side, it shows you your fruits and vegetables that you can eat, and it says, get after it. And then it shows you what foods are not allowed. Cows, milk, butter, cheese. It's a vegan diet, and so you can't have, anything farm raised or except for plants. It's a plant-based diet, and no vegetable oil, nothing like it, and so this side will be very helpful if you decide to go this route. But it doesn't matter what diet you're on, as long as you track your calories and whatever your body burns on a daily basis. Whenever you find out that number, if you subtract however many calories you want to take off there to lose however much weight, if you want it, 1 pound has 3,500 calories. So if you wanted to lose a half a pound, you'd have to take off 1,750 calories, which would just leave me, 450 calories to eat for the day, which, I couldn't exercise enough to be able to eat. So I'd love it to be a half a pound a day. It's just not reasonable. And so a third pound of a day is a good goal. 10 pounds a week, 10 pounds a month, and which is 5 months until I get down to my ideal weight. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. The McDougall diet, Starch Solutions, what it's called, and I'm going to lose weight by cutting my calories back by 1,200 from what my body burns, and then adding in my exercise to eat with, and we'll go from there. Now, if you'll look at yesterday, let's look at this one time. It shows I burned 2,983 calories, and it was off. It was estimating, because if you look at right around 4:20 is whenever I put the watch on, so it estimated what was all during the 12 a.m. till 4 p.m., which is 16 hours. It estimated what I burned, and so that number, looks great, but that's it's not realistic. It's not factual because it was just a partial day. As the days go on, I'll know more about how many calories I burn throughout the day, and that way I can really fine tune my calorie intake and calorie burns to know exactly what I'm going to lose every single day. So that's the diet, and coming tomorrow will be the gear section, which will be on the here under my gear. It will show you what gear I'm using. You'll have multiple pages. I'm going to give a review on my bike. I'm going to give a review on the tools and the clothing and the shoes and the backpack, bladder pack that I'm going to be using. I'm going to give a whole outline and a whole review of everything I'm going to be using. And now those reviews will come later on as I use them for a little while, because I don't want to review something that looks nice but breaks a day after I put the review up. So I'm going to use it for a week or so, and I'm going to gradually put in reviews for each thing that I use, so that way I can be given an honest review. And so tomorrow will be my gear, and then Thursday, the following day, is when I'll start. So thank you for sitting here for so long. I know it's been a while, and I know it was a long video, but I wanted to show you what I was getting into, how I was doing it, and where we're going to end up, or how I figure my calories to get to where I need to end up. Thanks again.